Have a good one. All right, a little support right in this little area here. Trying to get a little bit of a bounce off of if you are trading the ebbs and flows and looking for buying opportunities that the market presents or creates. Again, if anybody has any questions, feel free to put in the chat box. So again, a little support right in this little area that we talked about. Omicron continues to make headlines around the globe as a fast-spreading variant pushes to become the dominant form of COVID-19. Infections in the UK are estimated to be running at 200,000 a day, prompting the country to impose new restrictions, while it is also becoming the first nation to publicly confirm the death from a heavily muted variant. Meanwhile, Norway is banning alcohol in bars and restaurants to curb the outbreak there, while China detected its first Omicron case on its mainland in the city of Tianjin. Vaccine name rose on Wall Street yesterday as additional studies showed the COVID shots can protect against Omicron. An Israeli study of 40 participants found that those who received a booster shot had significant rise in antibodies, while a University of Oxford study also discovered increased protection from the booster. Last week, Pfizer and partner BioNTech said preliminary research they conducted found that these 3 doses of the vaccine were effective in neutralizing the new variant. Over in the United States, California is imposing a month-long statewide mask mandate for indoor public places, regardless of vaccine status. Mandates are also hitting Philadelphia, with the city requiring proof of vaccine to eat in restaurants or food establishments starting from January. On the other side of the fence, some of the largest U.S. hospital systems have dropped COVID mandates for staffs after the federal appeals court upheld an order blocking the White House mandate for healthcare workers as the industry deals with the severe labor shortages. That is for sure, by the way. That is a problem in there. Morgan Stanley's CEO has walked back an order that employees should be back in the office by now, saying that he was wrong about the widely publicized plan that was based on being out of the pandemic's worst after Labor Day. I think we will still be in through most of next year, really. Everybody's still finding their way, and then to get the new variant, who knows? We'll have pi. That's the next one, I guess. Maybe we'll have theta and epsilon, and we'll eventually run out of letters of the alphabet to continue to be an issue. That's funny. Hopefully not, but that's funny. All right, again, we did come to the support area there and did rotate off of it a little bit. You did manage to jump in there a little bit. It got down to 38.5 there. We said 38, 39 area of support. Well, 37, 38 area. Again, how you scaling in is important with the markets flipping around. So the Fed meeting starts today and ends tomorrow, and obviously tomorrow they're going to have their what they've decided late in the afternoon, which hopefully you all will be out of here because you don't want to be trading that stuff. That's all I can say. Not good trading. VIX almost a 22, 21.71. So that's keeping everybody honest here. You got to stay when the VIX increases. You got to make sure you stick with your stops and not let the market kind of dictate the situation. I mean, you might be wrong, but it doesn't matter. Well, I don't know. Let's try to get through this one first. Hopefully, you learn from it. I don't know if we're gonna get through this one. That's the other thing, That's the thing that worries me. How long it's taken to get through this one? Because we're in a different world than we were in a little while ago. We're a definitely smaller world than the last pandemic 100 years ago, or whenever it was. And that's the problem. All right, we're coming down here again. If you didn't, you got to be a little bit careful. We got down to 8.5 last time, so you know, do have a little support in here. If you're gonna trade the level and trade the blue band there, this is where you got a little bit of support in this area here. So if you're gonna take it, you took it. You're getting a nice little rotation here off of it. All right, the Bulls the NBA did cancel the both Bulls games. We talked about this yesterday, Tuesday and today and Thursday, because 10 of the players had to be quarantined. So obviously, that's not good. All right, nice little rotation there off of that little area of support that we talked about. We got at least 4-point move, a quick 4-point move on that. And now we're just continuing to stay on the lows here. Next support little area here, probably looking at our pivot down there at 24. That's where we'll be looking at his next support area. What was that? Who was all vaccinated? Oh, the Bulls. Yeah, they were. Yeah, still does matter. I mean, they're probably look. Let's put it this way: they can still get COVID, and at least they're not in the hospital, and they'll just get flu symptoms. Right? My daughter was vaccinated, and she got sick with COVID, and but yeah, it took her. It was just like a flu. She was not feeling good for a couple of days, and then turned the corner. At least you're not in the hospital. So, I mean, that's the flip side to it. Oh, the new baby's doing great. He was came over to the house Saturday. Was it Saturday? Sunday, and still sleeping a lot, which is he was like 36 weeks when he was born, so it was up to 38 or 39 weeks right now. So he needs to you know get a little bit bigger, and he sleeps a lot. He's adorable. Thanks for asking. All right, a little support there at 32 if you're a little aggressive. And looking here, next level support on the downside would be at 24, but really it's kind of working our uh, blue band area here right now. Well, his next objective is I got to buy him a basketball, so that's the next objective. I can't give him he can't hurt somebody with a basketball in his hand, but if I give him a golf club and he can start, swinging that thing around, got to wait on the golf club a little. But a basketball, he can whip that thing all over the place and be fine. You know, but I think he's going to be a righty because he's sucking his right thumb. That was so cute when he starts sucking his little thumb. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm making a big leap that I'm saying because he's sucking his right thumb. He's going to be a righty. I don't. What do I know? So the inflation number here uh, came in at 9.6 versus 9.2 year to year, and then month to month they were expecting zero point 0.5, comes in there at 0.8. It makes it very interesting. Fed meeting, uh, and that probably might go beyond doubling its tapering rate. That's where some of the consensus is that it's creating this situation with these numbers coming in hotter than, I guess, not transitory, that even he decided that he's going to drop that language. Well, by the time he, grows up, they could be in a new stadium. Who knows? Or the Bears, who knows? All right, the market continues to downtick. Next support level we have, like I said earlier, is down at our pivot area. If you are looking for a little support area, if you're not going to trade that, then you're looking down at the 13 as the next support level. All right, market is went down there. We'll support at 24. Otherwise, we'll look for the 13 area. All right, slowly coming down here a little bit, and a little support there at 24, but see what happens. Otherwise, the fact that it got down to 25 and change maybe makes that a little bit more tenuous. Probably look at the 13 area down below. It's the next good level of support. All right, coming up here to our blue band area and it's rotation off these lows. Very choppy kind of day, right? Nice quick rotation to the upside, and then they completely came off and right back here to our pivot. So kind of a fake rally rotation up to the upside. They decided no, and then kind of just slowly down ticking it back. So be a little bit careful here. Play our levels that we have, and just keep your stops in place because we just don't know what where they're going to go, how are they going to go. And again, just wait for the opportunities, like rotation down to the pivot area there, and just make sure you're able to scale in to our levels, and make sure you keep your stops in place because that's keeps you out of trouble. And when we get these run-ups one way or the other, but we've been getting these run-ups, and you can take note of this if you're concerned, and maybe you want to lower your risk a little bit, that we're getting these run-ups in the first 10 to 20 minutes of the day, right? Because sometimes they're just reacting to overreaction overnight, one way or the other. And then you get this quick movement, a little bit of a adjustment, and then they come back and they do what they're doing right now. So it's one of those things where just if you've been noticing what it's doing, be a little bit careful and hold off maybe the first 15-20 minutes, and then look to see what how you can get in after that. Just a mindset thing here about what's been going on lately with the markets. They've been kind of running on us first few bars, and then things settle down, and then they seem to trade somewhat back to normal, and then give us our bounces off of legitimate areas that we have or that we used to look for. All right, definitely getting a little bit choppy here. You too there, Mark. Hello there, Joe. We don't call out any trades, but we do give you levels of interest that we are focused in on and trying to take advantage of ebbs and flows of the market against resistance areas, support areas, and then price action opportunities that occur. We don't call out trades only because everybody trades a little bit differently. How you enter your trades, how you scale in, how you scale out is on an individualized basis. The objective here is for you to become an independent trader. We have the levels that we passed out this morning, and we use those as a guide to the day. And how you enter and how you exit is based on the individualized risk tolerance versus somebody else's. So we try to work with everybody here to understand where those what your risk tolerances are, so that you can maximize profits according to how much you trade and what you're trading and so on and so forth. I can repeat the levels again for you if we don't have, if we can't show the levels up. Pivot this morning was 46.24, and we kind of ran through a little bit of resistance up here. We have 34, 41, 46, 53, 60, and then support below at 13.03, 96, 87, and 80. Again, we're here every day trading. Again, the levels for pivot this morning is 46.24, support at 13.03, 96, 87, and 80. Resistance on the upside at 34, 41, 46, 53, and 60. So that's what we try to do here. The levels that we figure out or we give you are as taught. We show you where to find them. Also, price action opportunities that occur, we try to help you understand why they would work. We have to understand each person's risk tolerance and then trade them accordingly. And then the goal here of the education course that we offer is for you to become an independent trader, to find the levels on your own, in addition to how you enter your trades based on your risk tolerance, and to maximize profits according to what each individual can do here. So that's why we don't necessarily call out trades, but you have areas of inflection that we are looking for. Obviously, support would be buy areas and resistance would be sell areas, so we are trading against. And even though we don't call out trades, those are areas of interest that we are looking at. How you get into them, how you get out of them are individualized basis. We're scalping the markets. We're looking with the volatility, and each day has different volatility rankings or different volatility outcomes because of the, just because of the nature of the business here. And so today we're looking at about 4 to 5 point stops on our entry points with our same amount of profit potential, and also the stops and your entry points in and around the level would also be determined by how you scale in and around the level. So all these things do come into play, and you have to be able to understand what your risk tolerances are, and then scale into it accordingly. And some people don't scale. If you're just trading one lot, so it's fine. You just have to know where to place your stops, how to adjust your stops, how to understand when the level is not going to work anymore if you didn't get filled initially because we came close and then we didn't get the exact number. Like the 53 here, we had 53, got up to 52. Some of our traders got in there at maybe 51 and a half, 52, and then it traded off. But now the 53 is a little bit more tenuous and riskier, so I would not touch it up there if we get back up there again. But you have to know when to cancel those trades, and if you didn't get filled, and make those adjustments accordingly. But we teach that in our education course we offer. We're here in the mornings. We like to focus more on the morning hours. It gives us good opportunities to trade. We try to average about 4 to 5 trades during the course of a day. Average is a key word there because sometimes we're going to trade a lot more and sometimes we're going to trade a lot less, but we focus more on the morning hours for us to give us our opportunities to trade. We're here every day. We used to be on the Florida Exchange, but unfortunately, because of COVID, things have kind of not let that happen anymore. Since I was trading on the floor for quite a while there, and but unfortunately, it's not happening anymore. So as the market continues to downtick here, we have our next support level will be down at the 13 area. We're looking for a little bit of support down in that area. We'll see what happens there when it gets down there. Otherwise, right now it's kind of trading in no man's land right now. You have to be a little bit careful. Was there a selling opportunity on the rotation to the upside there? There could have been. We have to be a little bit aggressive. Again, how aggressive you want to be is all determined by the individual risk that each person wants to take. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. The next support level will be down at the 13 area. And right now, resistance would be around 34. Anything above 36, you want to be out of any shorts.
Couple quick programming notes. If anybody wants to chat about Sol Services on the telephone, let me know in chat and I can set it up for you. If you're going to post a telephone, post your cell phone number so it's a direct connection. If you want to ring us up using our Chicago line, let us know. We can also set that up for you. Hey, Joe, how are you? Hey, Joe, did you get a chance to review our website? It was a good place to start. I'll send out a link to you. Okay. Is that a no you do not want to, or you want me to send it to, or you haven't yet? I'll send it out to everybody. That's where you find out all the information about this Trade Along Live daily session and the opportunity to learn directly from Sol in the Trading Academy. He works with new traders. He works with experienced traders that are just not getting it done and are interested in looking to develop consistent profitability, or what we call consistent profitability. Sol is utilizing a price action trading strategy in his own trading. That's what he teaches in the academy. He also tunes traders up. So if you're interested in that, let us know. And it's all done based on the mentoring in the academy. The academy is one way in, where you get access to Sol in a private Zoom room based on scheduling. And then it gives you bonus access to this Trade Along Live session on a daily basis as a proving ground and access point to Sol as you're applying your newfound trading skills. You can also subscribe just to this Trade Along Live session where you receive his proprietary scalping levels and zones. You have him as a wingman during the morning session, as you've had today. And it's a real unique opportunity for traders that are looking to do 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. Look to bank your money and be finished for the day. So, Joe, did you just get this is for everybody out there? I sent you out a chat to everybody, and it has the Trade Along tradingacademy.com website URL. So review that. Andy, Robert, make sure you do that. Billy Bob, Christoph, let me know where you're standing on Sol Services so you don't get exited. Hey, Jack, how are you? So anybody that hasn't signed up, go to the website, check it out, sign up. If you have any questions, we can talk privately on the telephone after you reviewed it. It really does help us and help you understand what the opportunities are based on the services. Hey, Joe, that's great. So we call this the Trade Along Live session. It's from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Right now it's 10:58. If you come to the end of this session and you are interested in doing and being more based on your trading, that's what the Academy is for. On a daily basis, we go through the morning session, this Trade Along Live session. It is a separate subscription opportunity. So we have guests coming in, they learn about the Academy, they decide what road they'd like to take or what route they'd like to take. They can certainly stay in this Trade Along Live session, which is great, or they could bundle it with the concept of being taught and mentored in the Academy with access to this Trade Along Live session. But it's all detailed on the website. Well, Joe, why don't you do this? Why don't you review the website, and then we'll just set up a time to chat. Not a problem. Why don't you take a couple days here? Review the website, see what the offers are, the opportunities are. Take a couple days here as a guest, and then we can set you up with what you're looking for. Yes, we do trading consultations for traders. So if you're unsure what route to take based on our offerings, let us know. We can spend a couple minutes on the telephone with you. Just make sure you review the website first, and then we can spend a couple minutes on the telephone. Just let me know via chat your interest, and we'll take it from there. Thanks.